Sometimes we feel like we're not strong enough, not confident enough. But have you ever thought that those very struggles might help us discover the hidden strength within ourselves? This is the story of a young man who was seen as weak, but when he felt like there was no way out, he discovered the strength to change his entire life. This journey will teach you lessons about self-confidence, forgiveness, and believing in yourself. Join us to follow this inspiring story and discover your own true strength. Once upon a time, in a small, bustling town, there lived a poor salt merchant. He lived with his wife and 2 sons. His elder son was shy and introverted, always feeling like he couldn't connect with others. His younger son, on the other hand, was completely different, confident, lively, and able to easily communicate with anyone. The elder son was often seen as foolish by the villagers simply because of his silence and lack of self-confidence. Even though many people took advantage of his gentle nature, he never complained. His father, the salt merchant, was frequently disappointed because his son couldn't seem to live up to his potential. He scolded him many times, hoping he would change, but this only caused the son to withdraw further into his shell of self-doubt. The constant fear held the elder son back from excelling in his studies. Every time he faced an exam, he would just stare at the blank paper, unable to recall anything. Everything seemed hopeless. When his father asked him to help with the salt business, the son felt anxious and feared that he would fail. But not wanting to disappoint his father, he agreed. However, the immense pressure led him to make mistakes, and his father's anger further damaged his already fragile self-esteem. One day, while the father was away, a group of strangers came to the shop and claimed that they had been sent by the father to take all the salt to the city. The son, lacking the confidence to question them, allowed them to take all the salt without protest. When the father returned and saw the empty shop, he was furious. "You're such a fool! How could you let them take everything without doing anything? You've caused our family a huge loss." His father's words made the son feel like a worthless failure. The villagers laughed at him, and he felt like he had no value. Feeling utterly hopeless, the son left and went to the riverbank, where he stood staring at the flowing water, contemplating ending his life. "I have nothing but failure. No one needs me," he thought. Just then, a young man passing by saw him standing by the river and rushed over to pull him back. "Why did you save me?" the son cried. "My life is meaningless. I can't do anything right." The young man smiled gently and said, "Life is a one-time gift. As long as you're alive, you can overcome failure and find success. But if you give up, you'll never know your true potential." The son looked at him, eyes filled with tears, and shared his feelings of self-doubt and sadness. "I'm shy and weak. People call me a fool, and my father hates me. Do I even deserve to live?" The young man smiled and said, "My teacher can help you. Come with me." Though hesitant, the son decided to follow him, and they went to a small temple. There, under the shade of a large tree, a great sage was meditating. The sage listened to the son's story and calmly said, "I can help you, but you must complete 3 tasks over the next 3 days. If you do them right, your life will change." With hope stirring in his heart, the son agreed. The first task the sage gave him was, "Go out today and talk to 10 strangers, learn about their lives, and write down what they share." Although the son felt nervous, he did his best. Every conversation was a challenge, as he struggled with shyness and fear, but by the end of the day, he had met several new people and learned from them. He felt a sense of pride, even though it was just a small step. On the second day, the sage instructed him to stand in front of a group of children and teach them about the importance of water. The son didn't believe in his own knowledge and feared he wouldn't be able to teach them properly. But the sage encouraged him. "You don't need to know everything. Just share what you already know." Nervous and hesitant, the son stood before the children, but with each word, he became more confident. By the end of the lesson, he realized he had become more at ease, and his self-doubt had begun to fade. On the third day, the sage gave him the hardest task. "Go home and apologize to your father. Tell him you're sorry for your mistakes." The son was terrified, fearing that his father would never forgive him. But the sage insisted, "If you don't do this, you'll never be able to change. The son returned home, heart pounding with fear. But when he stood before his father, he knelt and apologized, promising to change. The father looked into his son's eyes, seeing the transformation, and without saying a word, he embraced him, forgiving him for all his past mistakes. After completing the 3 tasks, the son returned to the sage and asked, "Master, I've followed your instructions. What is the secret to success?" The sage smiled and said, "You've already found it, my son. The secret lies within you. Your fear wasn't caused by others, but by your own lack of belief in yourself. Be confident, no matter what, and the world will see you the way you want to be seen." The son now understood. Change doesn't just come from overcoming external challenges, but from confronting oneself. From that day forward, he stopped being afraid and began to live with confidence. Years later, he became a successful businessman, respected not only for his intelligence, but also for his remarkable confidence and determination. His story became a testament to the power of believing in oneself. He proved that nothing is impossible if you dare to face yourself and change. The strength to change your life comes from believing in yourself, facing your fears, and not giving up in the face of challenges. When you dare to overcome self-doubt, confront challenges, and learn from your mistakes, you will discover the hidden potential within you and create a positive change in your life. Remember, we all have limits created by ourselves. But never let fear or failure define you. Believe in your abilities, step out of your comfort zone, and challenge yourself. Only when you face challenges will you truly discover the hidden strength within you. Never give up, because you can achieve amazing things if you trust in yourself. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs a nudge to rise again. And if you want more heartfelt, transformative stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Thank you for listening. We'll meet again in the next story.